Guys, live reaction coming in hot. Live reaction coming in hot. Rich Eisen is talking to, well, he was just talking to Frank Reich. They're talking about the Carolina pick, but Dallas is on the clock. Round 5, pick 169. Who are the Cowboys about to get? It's been a fun day, man. The Fehoko pick, I'm really excited about, and I got a video coming out right after this until we get to the next pick, just about what the Cowboys are doing in this draft and what they want to be. I think it's important that people understand this. Oh, there we go. Asim Richards, North Carolina. So I like my boy from, I like Jalen Duncan here. I thought Jalen Duncan could be in play, but I can see why Richards is in play because he has the ability to develop into a starting tackle now. He's not going to be a starter day one, but I think that I would say that the goal is to probably, I think that the Cowboys may want to get a young body at left and get Tyler inside. I don't know if that's going to play out, but I do know that they like to shuffle their linemen, and they are going to shuffle their linemen. Richards, he started all 22 games, all 12 games last year. He started all games in 2021 at left tackle. So he's a versatile player. He can play right, he can play left. I don't think that you would kick him inside a guard. But what Dallas, that kind of tells me that there may be some plans at a point. To move Tyler Smith inside, who's already had close to a Pro Bowl year just as an offensive lineman in general. But now you get Richards. Can he develop? Is the NFL game too much for him? Has nice size, 309, 6'4", so he looks the part. He looks like an offensive tackle. The foot movement isn't even on Tyler Smith's level. And Tyler Smith, obviously, coming out, didn't have the that was like kind of his knock, a little grabby at times. Kind of some of the similar issues that Richard struggles with. I wanted Duncan from Maryland. I thought that he would be, because, people had a 2 on Duncan at a point. Kind of went through the process, and it was kind of But I like this pick, North Carolina tackle. I think that kind of may answer some questions up front and kind of still something in the front. Now, remember, we still have a 6th-round pick and a 7th-round pick. I think that in the 6th round, that's where we attack running back, possibly. Maybe another linebacker that's floating around, but I think that that's the sweet spot for running back. They just got rid of a running back in Ezekiel that was drafted in the 1st round. They said, we're not going to go running back high here. That's just not what we're going to do. Another thing that they said in this draft is we are going to give Jalen Tolbert every chance to get better. We're going to give Jalen Tolbert every chance to develop. Obviously, his confidence was shot last year. And, maybe he just can't play. Who knows? But I think you cover yourself with Cooks. But I think that this does buy Jalen Tolbert a year to show something. He doesn't have to be great. He just needs to show something. Like if Tolbert can show something, show that he has the speed that you saw when he was at South Alabama. If he can just show some of that and just be let's say he just comes in and he's a stretch the field guy, because he does have that ability. And he carves out that role, kind of that Christian Watson role early. I think that's a win, right? I think that that's a win. I think that that's what the Cowboys would like. But that's kind of the things that they've told us in this draft. They told us, by the way, that they drafted. Receiver, didn't like them. Running backs early, you see the 2 premium guys and Gibbs went off the board early. Didn't like them. We like the D tackle, okay? We love the tight end. And I've seen things now on Schoonmaker that's really said, okay, I see why they want to Schoon it. And honestly, Mike McCarthy wanted that player. You're picking at pick 26, guys. Your roster is pretty much already a championship level. It's up there type roster. There's 3 teams in the NFC right now that are really the upper echelon to me. That's Philly, that's San Francisco, and that's Dallas. Seattle's drafting really, really well right now. You got to give him credit. Detroit's putting together a nice draft. You got to give them credit. And there'll always be a sleeper team that comes out of nowhere. But those are the 3 teams. Everybody else is kind of in limbo. Dallas, I think, used this draft to say, let's get some more corner pieces at some positions that are kind of like corner piece positions. We have the quarterback. We have a 1 receiver. You have a 1 receiver. And you have a 2 receiver. So maybe they looked at it and said, do we use a premium pick on a 3 receiver? Doesn't quite make sense. So anyway, that's kind of my philosophy. But you know, the Richards pick, him and Duncan, I like it. So it's your boy Foots, guys. Wanted to give that quick recap. Then I'm gonna go and do like a quick mini recap of the 3 that I like: Schoonmaker, Overshown, and Fehoko. All right, guys, it's your boy, guys. And actually, interesting, the Cowboys just traded up in the 6th round to the top of the 6th round to get cornerback Eric Scott. I won't even pretend like I watched this film. I'm not going to be that guy. You guys jump in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of the player. The measurables look decent. 4.71 guy, but Dallas trading up for him tells me that they like him a lot and that they, may have some type of plan for him. The Richards pick is interesting. I want to go back to that pick for a second, and I'll put this video out, and then I'm going to do the video that I had planned doing, but then Dallas just jumped up. So I got to get this content out. We rolling, baby. We rolling, baby. I think we might be done here in a second. Richards. Initially, I said that they might want to play him at tackle. And the brief glances and the energy and the vibe that I'm getting, I know, like literally just the last video, I combine these two. So I think that they might have a plan to kick him inside the guard. Duncan, I'm hearing there's a character issue. He's not on their board, but he can play. But Dallas, I don't think they want to take any more chances with that. Voorhees probably would have been my guy. You redshirt him for a year and he's ready to go. I think, and if you watch Richards, he's played a lot of football. Like, I think he's been playing since the middle of his freshman year, and has a bunch of snaps under his belt all over the line. So I was wrong. I didn't know if he had played guard or center. I know he had played right tackle. I know he played left tackle. He's played all over that line, even center. So that's interesting. And again, a 6'4" center, cool. Played, and then he kicks out a tackle, even better. So the Richards pick, and you hear him, he said he knows exactly what he needs to work on. He had been working on his setting. He said that they had actually looked at him as a guard and a tackle. So that encourages me a lot. All in all, I really like this draft, and the theme of this draft is something that we're going to talk about in this next video. But Richards and Scott are new Cowboys. And I think that if we probably come back and get the conversation, they probably gave up their 7th, or they moved the pick from next year. But anyway, it's your boy Foots. Thank you guys always for like, share, subscribing. More content is on the way.